just changing, they were no longer a C3 or?
Yeah, something like that. But that's another one of those where the emergency management side tried to take over one of these. But we have overlapping duties and responsibilities. So we have the Healthcare Coalition, which comes under public health. Linda Smith is involved with that.
Yeah.
Linda Smith is also involved with the AHAC, which is funded by Homeland Security. They have somewhat
But they're
different,
together, but they're apart.
they are, and they kind of overlap. So you'll see the same people at these different meetings. But the Healthcare Coalition is to help the healthcare community develop good responses to whatever our health issues might be.
Yeah.
You know, we had whatever, where we floated the hospitals. Pandemic now. I mean,
Yeah.
we had an event. But,
Yeah.
there's that. RETAC basically goes, how do we do the emergency response?
Well, isn't that just the side of the ambulance and that kind of
Kind
stuff?
of the ambulance EMT side.
Yeah,
of that.
EMTs.
Okay. So they're over there, and it seems to me like that should be fairly straightforward. But John Montano, got caught in the crossfire on that one.
Yeah.
The emergency managers versus, and so he's got his own opinion on it. There's a reason that Alamosa County's not signing on to some of these things. Because there's this power struggle going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, AHAC is there at all hazards are about, but it comes under the Homeland Security grant. Well, the federal government says, look, we want to focus on this, and their big thing is about terrorism.
Yeah.
Well, terrorism can mean any number of things.
Oh. The whole gamut.
And then how do we respond to terrorism? Well, is it a hospital issue? Is it a law enforcement issue? Is it fire department? Any of the emergency responders?
Yeah.
Okay, what do we do? What do we do for security? So we're paying for lights at the Alamosa airport. Or people say, well, we put too much money in Alamosa. Well, that's probably, from a terrorist standpoint, one of the prime targets.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let's develop our security system for a regional airport. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But we didn't just give them what they wanted. We spread this money out.
Yeah.
But some of the applications came in were flat ineligible.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit. Can't do that. And so, so then how do we redeploy this money? And the board is neutral. I mean, I said,
I know, yeah.
I chaired the board of directors, which is the county guys, the commissioners.
The 6 counties?
The 6 counties and the officer and all that. And their job is to go take this list that's been presented to them by a previous committee.
Yeah.
They take rank ordered them, and they got a whole questionnaire thing. Does it do this? Does it do that? And you rank 5, 2s, 10, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, and then they score it like that, and then they make a recommendation. This board that I'm telling you about looks at it and makes a decision. Okay, these are the ones we're going to fund.
Yeah.
At the time we make that decision, we don't even know how much money we've got to spend.
You're just doing a percentage of
We're just saying,
whatever.
Whatever. So if we get this much money, we'll do these things.
Yeah.
If we get this much, we can do all these things plus one. That's how they do it. And then it comes to us, we're not here to pick and choose the projects.
No.
We're going to listen to Debbie and say, Debbie, do these meet the... We're going to get in trouble with this. And she says, she's involved in the whole process. No, these all qualify.
Yeah.
So because we have to write the check first.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Then we apply for reimbursement. So if we
through the state or the feds or whatever. Through the state.
Because the money comes from the feds to the state, and then the state.
And then the state to the county.
So part of our challenge is there seems to be kind of a... Bobby.
Hi, I'm doing all right. How about you?
Well, I was just told that everybody in the county thinks I'm getting grumpy. Have you been telling people this? Not grumpy.
You're not grumpy?
No.
Okay.
It's just an act I put on.
Then turn that frown upside down.
I can't. It's the way his injuries, age. I noticed my dad, who used to always have a beautiful smile in his later years, he looks mad all the time. And I go look in the mirror and go, my dad did. Just lost weight. When I was heavier, I looked jollier.
Western Costilla too?
Yes.
Okay.
And that was Robert Espinosa.
Oh, okay.
He's new.
Okay.
And so they rotated around. I don't know when he'll get back around to that.
Yeah.
He was chair of the meeting.
Yeah.
But anyhow, these little squabbles are going. And there's so much misinformation. And it doesn't have to be.
No.
It just burns up time. You go, hold it. Everybody get the same information. What works? And let's take it from there. The actual money side of this AHAT grant is simple. Just, it's really not a complex process.
Yeah.
It's all the politics behind it. And we've had some stuff happen that I can talk about it sometime about people who got fired who shouldn't have been, all sorts of things, and it centers around one or two individuals who are trying to run the show.
Yeah.
And and I go, guys, we're supposed to be here.
Yeah.
We're the county, but we also care about the valley.
Yeah.
Just like the SkiHi thing. It's not just
Yeah.
about the county. It's about a community.
Yeah, it is.
And so, okay.
That's what operates
So
she did.
let's stop this empire building. I could build the biggest.
Wow.
Good shot. 3-pointer. I could build the biggest empire possible in San Luis Valley, and it still wouldn't be anything.
Oh, that's true.
It'd be big to us.
Yeah.
But while we're doing all this infighting, somebody's stealing our water.
Yeah.
And
That's exactly right. Bottom line now.
yeah. And I go, let's put the fighting. Let's think about it. Watch how we spend our money. I'm watching Monte Vista, and they have burned through over the years hundreds of thousands of dollars on ill-conceived, sounded good
Yeah.
projects.
Yeah.
But they didn't have it together, and people won't listen. Look what happened to another company. Go look over here. What worked, what
Well,
didn't
yeah,
work.
that's true.
Look around.
And use
But
resources.
Somebody will get a bright idea, and they think they're the first ones with it. No, it's been done. There's 20,000 towns like Monte Vista in the United States. 20,000.
Yeah.
They all think they're the center of the universe.
Well, but on the second side of that, if they don't, there's a problem. If they just think,
Well, but then they go and invest a lot of money in something that doesn't
well,
work.
yeah, that's true.
And
And they got people that come in that are not,
Well, they'll get, who's more dangerous than the residents moving in is the consultants that come in.
Yeah.
And sometimes those consultants are so sloppy, they even forget to change the name of the It's just like,
Between where they're going.
yeah, it's just the same stuff, and they take that package of salt for $100,000 20 times a year.
Yeah. And that's all they do.
Yeah, it's a great scam.
Yeah.
And you go, we've got to watch so carefully. That's why I was pushing on these guys. Give it to me, right? Don't tell me what Christy Gunn said.
Yeah.
I know what Christy Gunn said, and I know what her boss said afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay? They're not talking about that. Okay? There's another piece to the puzzle.
Yeah.
Okay, this board needs to be aware of it. And then we work within those rules.
Right.
Okay, and if we want to build SkiHi and put money into it, fine, but just make sure we do it the correct way.
Right.
And I don't ever like getting caught. We need a decision today.
Yeah.
If this is a big project, it'll take a lot of money. Make sure
Well, yeah, that's
we're
true.
involved in the process,
Yeah.
and that our
Yeah.
questions get answered. We could save a lot of time today
Yeah.
if they'd done that. Same thing with this school property. We're not getting the whole story on that. There's a lot behind that story, and there's a lot of unanswered questions that people haven't been able to answer.
Yeah, but for 25 years, that's how long that's been going on.
Yes, but there's lots happened in 25 years. And so, do you believe that the school has the authority to administer the GO program if they own the property?
No.
But he said that. Then he changed the story.
Yeah.
He went from one to the other. Who owns the well? Where are the deeds? Actual deeds.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we've got a deed. Well, yeah, you've got a deed. Is it the deed?
Yeah.
What's happened since? And who actually paid for that property, and what
according to the paperwork, Rio Grande County paid a third of it, and the school paid 2/3, according to the, all the paperwork in the packet.
But we haven't seen all the paperwork. And so I said,
Well, probably haven't.
And I said, show me the checks, because originally when Chris Burke came 2 years ago, he said, I said, well, if you paid for it, show us.
Yeah.
I can't find that. Huh. Okay, county, do you have any record of receiving the money? We can't find that. So just somebody sitting there telling us doesn't mean squat.
Yeah.
Show us. And if it's not there, okay, now we'll talk about it. What really happened? Chris Burr wasn't here when this started.
Well, no, I mean, looking at the track record on this, it was clear back.
Yeah. But
Vern
then we got this
Rominger
loco
was involved in. He was alive.
Who was?
Or Vern Rominger.
Right.
In the first part of it. He's died.
He's gone.
Yeah, he's
and
gone.
And even if he was around, tell me what the person, how much memory do we have? Tell me about the first thing we talked about this morning.
You're not.
You'd have to go look.
Yeah.
Okay. So, everybody was just, it was go along to get along, as long as everybody's happy, we're happy. Unfortunately, 20 years down the road, somebody new comes to town and raises a stink. It's kind of like water rates.
Yeah.
I've been using those since my granddad. Yeah, but you don't have a water rate. So I'm just going to look at that. I don't care what you've been doing. This is the law. And the same thing here. We want to make sure that we do it right. We've got to fight with the water out the airport.
With Jim Edwards.
Jim Edwards. Okay. Show us the documents.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we just run a bluff and bluff.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, show us the documents.
There's two sides to every story.
Well, and then sometimes there's truth on them, too. Either one of them are telling you. Not that they're lying.
No, but in between.
Right. And what's good for the airport? What's good for the airline?
All right, let's go.
I'm here. I don't have control of the Zoom. I have nothing. Who's Suzanne?
They're going to zoom us in.
Who is it?
Yeah.
Let's start letting people in.
I don't do that. She's on there all the time.
She is? She's not the iPhone 162, is she?
Okay, so I'm gonna let them in, so I'm just letting you know.
I don't think so. It's nobody.
And they're giving us a presentation.
Yeah.
How come you got a nice CGI aside for you?
This is what I got originally. Mine like that's at home. I got this is mine. I got this when I first got elected.